All right, and I'm going to mute everyone else out.
Okay.
Hang on, and then you'll have to unmute yourself, CJ.
Okay.
All right, let me just start by welcoming everybody. This is our all-team conference wrap-up call. It's October 21st. Several of us just got back from an amazing EPIC conference in Austin, Texas. And we're excited not only about conference, but about a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening with the company and changing soon. So we'll get to that later, but we're going to have everyone that was there do a quick 1-minute share of like the biggest, most powerful thing that they came away from and how it might change the way they do their business going forward, what you're going to start doing now that might be different than you have before. But first, we're hearing from the brand new first-timers. So CJ, can you unmute yourself and just tell us what your first conference was like? Let's see if I can unmute you. Is that you?
Okay, good. Now I'm unmuted.
Okay.
The thing that really struck me, that is so valuable to know and so important, was, the benefits of using, the social media to promote your business. I had no idea it was, could do as much as it does, obviously. And because I'm no spring chicken, these are things that I never delved into. So I'm convinced that they're all things that I'm going to have to learn to do to be successful at it. And thankfully, my son knows how to do those things. And so I'll figure out how to Twitter and how to, what is the other thing, and tweet? I don't know. All these other things so that I can stay more active that way and be using that to, use it in the manner so that I'm doing statements, putting it out there that create curiosity and interest and have people personal messaging me, all that. That's the direction that I see primarily. That's huge. And the second thing, of course, is I strongly feel that doing the events is so critical. And I know that you really got a plan for them and whatnot, but I see those as an extremely valuable tool as well for getting Juice Plus out to the different people.
Yep.
That was my big takeaway.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to see you and Rod both grow your teams, and there's nothing like conference to get you psyched up to do that. So yay, we're so glad you were there. Okay. I don't see any other first timers on the call. So just to kind of move this along fast, I'm just going to call on people that I know are at conference. And again, pick the one thing. I know it's hard to narrow it down to one, but try to pick the one thing that really just had the biggest impact on you. So I'm just going to go across the top of my screen. How about you, Nancy Lowell?
I liked all the new compensation plans and everything. I am fairly new to Juice Plus, so I just started learning the other one. So I'm really excited to learn something new and can't wait for it to go into effect and learn more about it because, it's just kind of skimmed over. So I need to look at the virtual office and start reading things and writing things more down. And so I'm excited about that and the changes that are coming because I know it's growing and it's awesome.
It is. And just since you brought that up, at the end, after we've had people share, I'm just going to go really briefly. There's no way we can cover all of the changes that are happening, but I'm going to hit some highlights, and then I'm going to share my screen and show you all where you can find the whole training on what's going to change come January. So hang tight, and we'll get to that. Jane, you're on, girl.
Okay, I really enjoyed the bank code. I've heard of bank code before, but the presentation was just done in such a beautiful way that it just opened my eyes. Made me realize I have been sharing with people and probably sharing my own red way, my action way, and probably turning off quite a few people because I wasn't recognizing that they were, you know, a knowledge-based person or a blueprint person or a nurturing person. So it just, it was a great lesson for me, and I think it's going to change how I go back to my team and light a fire into them, and how I talk to my new prospects.
There you go. Awesome. That's something we all heard the day before conference at the Lauren LaHave training. And it's about learning the personality styles of the people you're talking to so that you can talk to them kind of in their language. Yeah, that was powerful. Okay, thank you. Callie, how about you? What was your biggest aha?
I don't know about aha, but Chris is a first timer too. I wanted to point that out because she did attend on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then probably two, the new home tower is going to open up a whole new market. And I think the timing for us here in the Northwest is awesome because it's the perfect time to grow. It's the perfect time to get a Christmas present. And it's the perfect time for people to understand if they're wanting to make healthy habits that starting off the new year with a new tower in their home is kind of exciting. And then the other thing for me that was really exciting is the preliminary research coming out on the omegas. We finally on the omegas, and it was really exciting.
Very exciting. Yes. So how's this going to change you going forward?
Well, I'm definitely going to maximize both of those new nuggets of information to reach out to people that I haven't really, or they've gotten stuck because of the size of the tower or whatever. So I'm definitely going to be running a campaign for the tower, the home tower, over from November 1st to December 31st when they've got those double points coming. And then sharing the omegas because now we've got a little bit more information behind it.
Right. Awesome. Yay.
I'm going to
Thank
be
you.
promoting more. Yeah.
How about you, Ann? You are muted, girl. Can you unmute yourself? Or I can, there you go.
Okay. There. Am I unmuted?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, the big thing, I think the compensation plan, although I really have to get into that. I looked a little bit on the virtual office and, but I think that's going to change things for me. I'm going to go back with a rep that I signed up not too long ago, but I think maybe if I can, share the new one, it might get her, I'm hoping maybe it'll give her incentive to maybe do a little bit more than she's doing, which is nothing. So, but because there's it's pretty enticing the way they laid it out. And then, I was very impressed with that. Just that the company did that, they spend money so that the partners, which is the new word for those that weren't there, instead of distributors, we're now partners.
Mm-hmm.
But the partners, they spend money so that we can make more money. And I just thought that was very impressive. And that they also used people in the field, to help them come up with a compensation plan.
Yeah.
I was impressed with that. And I'm also impressed with the new home tower. I think that's going to, like Callie, it's going to open a whole new market.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. All right. And you're right. This is a perfect time to go back to all of our reps and just use this as an excuse to get a hold of them, especially the inactive ones, and just say, hey, whether or not you want to go farther with this, things have changed and you need to know. So great chance to do that. Okay. Thank you, Ann. How about Linda?
Well, I would agree with everything everybody has said so far. The new towers are going to be incredible, and the research on the omegas is fabulous. I've got several people that are hedging on omega, so I plan on using that. But for me to affect my business, I think for me it was Friday morning when we had Jackie and Rhonda talking about the power of events.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of things that they said is, schedule your follow-ups immediately. Ask people, what did you like best? Don't say, what did you think? Ask them specifically, does Juice Plus make sense to you? And can we get you started on the road to better health? I really liked some of the verbiage that they had.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that for me, that's going to be my biggest takeaway at this point as far as being able to use it in my business. but the closer on Saturday was phenomenal.
She was
Those of
amazing.
you that missed it, when it comes out on The Office, you gotta watch her.
Watch the replay. She was
Yeah.
amazing. Yes. Agreed. Thank you. Wonderful. How about you, Janet?
Well, the new tower took my breath away. I don't know how else to put it. Thinking of hauling that big tower to the horse shows in the back of my horse trailer, I was like, wow, wait till they say what they got now. I'm totally thrilled about that. And you know, there were so many other things in the meeting about the compensation plan and of course the Omega research, but I keep coming back to a statement. I think Paola said it, or Paulo. You get to decide what you're going to be. What you choose to believe will determine what you experience in your life, and how important it is to have a mindset and make that decision of what you want to, where you want to go. What is your destination? And that you need to have that vision. And I needed to hear that again. I kind of lose track of that along the way.
Nice.
But the Tower Garden was absolutely number one. But then the others are number two, but simmered into this last idea of making that decision and then holding on to it.
Isn't it amazing how one little statement somebody says just hits you? And it's different for every person, but sometimes you just, one thing is what just sticks in the top of your mind, and you never know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Marlin, other than kissing large snakes, what was the highlight of your conference? Are you there, girl? Marlin?
I'm here. I have a child here asking me how to draw an and sign and symbol. I'm trying to tell them I'm on the phone, but okay. Yes, I had so much fun. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite, probably my favorite location for conference ever. So I think the biggest thing for me that I took out of this was that this is such a simple business, even though it may not be easy, but a couple little quotes that I want to say. Ordinary things done consistently create extraordinary results. That may have been Lauren LaHave. I don't remember who said that, but it was in the beginning. But that was that Wednesday training.
Keith Cunningham.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't write down who said most things, honestly. And then another quick thing, don't be afraid to post the same content differently. Like, even if you post about Tower Garden, you can post about it again, because just in a different way, because only 6% of people are seeing our posts. And you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction, because really, if we just keep up with touching our business every day, committing to it, keeping going, things are going to really grow. And this is very simple. And I think our brains turn it into something more difficult than it is often. So,
and it's nice that the compensation plan is going to be simple too. So
yes,
makes that easier. Thank you. Awesome. How about you, Ms. Jennifer Tamman?
Okay. Well, yeah, I had to have like 6 backups because everyone keeps saying my thing. Okay, so for me, actually, it was just some really simple verbiage that was reconstituted in a different way by Jamie Kenzie. And we on my team, we use a lot, like we ask people to partner with us or be a business partner with us. So when she said to someone, oh, there's 3 ways people partner with me, I was like, that is awesome. And then she gave her 3 ways. It was almost like her version of an ABC close. So she said, you know, you can be my customer and I'm going to take awesome care of you. Or number 2, you could be a super customer with our healthy living plan, and you can share with a few people. You'd get some retail sales profit back, and for only $50, you get some retail sales profit back and $100 thank you from our company. Or 3, sometimes people want to belong to a positive community and do a little bit more and make $300 to $500, and I partner with those people too. There's just a really, and I've said those versions of things before, but the way she said it, I'm like furiously scribbling them down. So I've already started using it. So
awesome. Awesome. I love that too. Verbiage is 100% useful right away. Thank you. Okay, Miss Tammy in the dark.
Yeah, I'm already under a blanket in my jammies. So my favorite thing was bank code. My second favorite thing was Shelly, the closer. So Keith Cunningham made a huge impression on me. And one of the things I remember him saying way back at a conference, this was my 22nd conference. What is that, right? And I agree with Marlon, best location ever. So one of the things that he talked about was, get in line and stay in line at the cafeteria, but he talked about the things that drive performance. And one of the things that he talked about was, it's great that we can sit around and talk about, what do we need to do to reach our B, which is kind of funny. He was going from A to B.
Yeah.
But he said, what happens if we took a couple minutes to think about what are the obstacles that we might come up against on the way to A to B? And I really wrote that down because I remember when I first became a rep, I remember somebody saying to me, oh, that's great that you want to do that. What obstacles, do you think you're going to come up against? And how can we make a plan for that so that when you come up against them, that doesn't derail you? And I thought, oh my God, why did I stop doing that? Because one, I need to do that for myself when I plan a goal, to look ahead and say, okay, what might happen along the way and how can I prepare for that? But also when new reps are coming on, if we look and take the time to think about some of the challenges or fears or things that might come up in the beginning, or things that they might have to do or prepare for, these obstacles, what a beautiful way to help them succeed, right? Because they won't get derailed. They won't be like, oh my God, what do I do now? It'll be like, oh yeah, I expected this maybe to happen and I have a solution. I really like that.
I like that too. Fabulous. Thank you. Miss Abby.
All right, I know all the things I could reiterate. I actually was kind of an interesting thing that I'll say now, but one of them was about using the bank code even when you're posting, and try to touch on your posts with multiple, touching multiple different, colors, which I thought was really interesting, kind of trying to have your post say all that. I really liked that. I need to do a better job of looking at the content that Juice Plus already creates for social media, because I do post frequently for that. And so I was like, what a great way, why reinvent the wheel, make sure that I'm really tapping into the resources we already have, which there's so many.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing was just, again, so much of this business comes to our own brain and our own mindset, because literally I can't think of the closer's name, but she was phenomenal. I didn't know
Shelley
she was
Mackey.
Team JP, JP. I'm like, every time I've seen them, I'm like, I love that. Anyway, so she said that her 3 sisters unfollowed her on Facebook. And my, people that are closest to me have been people that have held me back in the business, just because I'm either want their support or feel like I need validation for some weird reason. And seeing that she is 100 Club NMD and has people who are still not in her corner yet, which just blows my mind. That was really empowering, and she didn't let that stop her. And I was like, what are my excuses? They are simple and they're in my own head. So that was really powerful for me.
Awesome. Yep, that hit me too, because I have trouble with my family. Okay, let's see. Sue, are you still awake?
Oh yeah, I'm still awake. Well, I'd have to agree with everyone else, so I got to come up with something different.
You could say the same thing and say, well, that's what hit you. You don't have to have something different.
There was great verbiage, which I took notes on, which the other people mentioned that I thought was really awesome. Something else, it's just a reiteration of the community when you go to conference. And the party Saturday night, I felt like a 20-year-old again, out partying, except in a safe environment among people that felt like old friends. And that was really cool, because at 60 you don't get to do that. I'd never go out to a club dancing, so for me that was really fun. And one of the things that came up in wrap up that I'm going to do, it was something that Jeff Olson threw out there. It's on Netflix now. It's a movie called The Game Changers, and it's about famous athletes talking about how eating plant strong is actually the key for your athletic longevity and health, and having a strong, healthy body, and that use that as a tool for the fitness buffs who think they know everything and are not open to hearing about eating a plant strong diet.
Cool. Yay. Well, I'm glad to hear the party was fun. So many of us missed it this year. So I'm glad you represented us there.
Oh, I did. I was crazy.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I missed it. Darn. All right. How about you, Debbie? Gosh, I hardly saw you the whole conference since our party Thursday morning.
So the thing that spoke to me the most is bank, and I had never heard of it before. The way it spoke to me was I kind of come from the corporate world where I got along really well with men. And when they said in the training how if you only speak your code, you're missing 75% or 3/4 of your sales. And what struck me was I'm very direct and I do very well with men. But if you look at the stage, how many men do you see walk the stage? Not very many. And nothing against any men on this call, but what it says to me is I'm not the lovey-dovey, I'm not the nurturer necessarily, I'm more of a business person from corporate. And I personally want to learn bank really well because I believe I'm missing out on a lot because I'm not communicating. I'm very strong in the language I'm in. And so that's my number one thing, not just for Juice Plus, but in my life is to learn bank and to learn how to communicate to a lot more people than I've been communicating to.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I think we could all agree on that one. Good job. Thanks. How about you, Miss Julia?
All right. So the first thing is I was actually a little sad when Jamie Kinsey started talking or about halfway through, because she said she was an occupational therapist and hated it. And I'm an OT and I love my job. So I really want to know what setting she was in and why she hated it. But I will digress from that. Shelly Mackey made a comment of, I need to be the boldest me I have ever been in my entire existence. And that was the one that really struck me. You know, I do tend to be a little bit more timid. I'm more knowledge, much less action. Action was actually my lowest value. Mm-hmm. So definitely going to have to work on that in the coming months. But I have already made some changes, and Amanda Seiler and I are going to be accountability buddies, and I've got my 2020 vision up on my desk, and I'm pretty sure my cat is about to wreck a pile of something. But I've reached out a lot more already, and yeah.
Awesome. And laser focus. How many times did she say laser focus? That caught me too. Yeah, she was awesome. Thank you. How about Danielle?
Okay, so there are just so many things that were amazing about that conference. I mean, just the whole, the fact that they're going to be getting rid of PVC and having it be called, is it points now? And they're going to be doing it directly off of how much each thing costs was awesome, because I don't have to do that anymore since I've been working towards hitting, you know, qualifying every single month. So that's amazing. Also, I've been kind of like struggling with myself as far as like trying to grow a team, and like, while I know I would love to have a team because I love being a mentor and leading people, it was, I don't know, there's just something in my mind that's been holding me back. And they talk a lot about, you know, about leading a team and things that you can do best to help people and everything. And that really spoke to me. So that was amazing. And then along with everyone else too, the bank code was just absolutely phenomenal. And it really helped me see that there's some ways that I've been approaching people that, like, while it makes complete sense to me, because my first color is, or my first one is yellow, which is nurturing. My second is green for science, I guess. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, but I'm always approaching with, you know, that I care for the person, and that, like, look at all this science. Like, you have to care about the science. Look at how amazing this is. Like, you must not, you know, how do you not get this? And, you know, it helped me to really realize that a lot of people just, you know, don't even think about that, you know? Yeah. So anyway, those were really the things I took away. I took a lot of things away, but
yeah,
those were the three main things I thought of right away.
Fabulous. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Don, you're on. 1 minute, man. I'll unmute you. Oh, there you go.
So obviously, I've been to what, 6 or 7 conferences now, and each one seems to get something excited in me that I didn't get in the previous one. Well, this one just rocked my head. You know what blew my mind is the daggone Tower Garden. I tell us I'm not gonna do Tower Garden. No, I'm not gonna. Well, my sister-in-law, she won one when we had that a few years ago.
Oh, that's right.
She won it, and she hadn't done anything with it. I'm gonna take it away from her. I'm gonna get one of the new ones. That blew my mind because I'm past chairman of the board for the Boys and Girls of Kane County, Boys and Girls Clubs, Boys and Girls Clubs. I haven't approached them with it at all. I'm going to approach them. They got clubs out there. I'm going to approach them. Now, we have some people on our team that have actually proposed, 2 or 3 of them. I know that. The other thing is, Shelly just rocked my boat, Shelly Mackey. And when she came out and started talking, I knew she's got something that's going to make me think. And she did. Success is a choice. Now, we all know that, right? But I wrote that in bold letters. Again, success is a choice. I've been successful all of my life. I've had ups and downs, but I'm going to change my way of looking at this business. And I've got a list of things that I'll share with my Tammy, my applicant, to see that she keeps me on it, because this is going to happen. Now,
Awesome.
I'd love to see all those new people.
Yes.
It was amazing. It's always good, but it's amazing this time. And when they started talking about the changing of the compensation, that just got everybody's attention. You don't hear that kind of talk all along with people I talk with in other businesses. No, not with the energy that comes from this group. So I'm telling you, the people are just coming in now. Hang in there. No, don't hang in there. Climb.
Absolutely.
Big basket at the end of that rope. Trust me.
Fabulous. Thanks, Don. And I see Nancy Schultz is still awake back east. See, you're not the only one. You want to give us your 1-minute share, Nancy?
Sure. Let me see if I can. Hello. Okay, so first of all, it's great seeing everybody because I missed last conference, 2 conferences, whatever. So I guess my takeaways or my impressions from that is I was really appreciative of the transparency of the company as to how they just came out there and said they were needing to do improvements. And, you know, the website, I'm real excited when that gets more improvements rolling out. So I'm looking forward to that. The Children's Hunger Fund, just even participating and putting those boxes together. I mean, that was just, to me, those were highlights for sure. The bank code, I wasn't there for that Wednesday training, but I'm familiar with it from previous trainings and other things at work at corporate. And I think about it, I applied a lot or try to at work, and why am I not doing that with my customers? So, or with prospects. So definitely want to do a takeaway and look at that. And then I think just consistency, I've been kind of in and out, and I just need to kind of commit and make sure if I don't keep up with it, I'm gonna be left behind, so to speak. And just, you know, there's so much simplified stuff now and so much growth potential. I did just have a gathering some girls, you know, tonight. So I had made that appointment before I left to get together. So I just need to be more consistent in that too.
Awesome. Yay, I'm so glad you came. I forced you into it.
Yeah, my upline told me I needed to be there, so I was there.
She wasn't going to come, and her upline talked to her and said, "You got to come," and there she was. I'm here. Okay, I think I have everyone, but Chris, would you like to say anything? You weren't even a rep when you came. Did you want to share any first experiences and why you decided to go ahead and join us after coming? And you have to, here, I can unmute you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes. Only if you'd like to. We don't want to put you on the spot.
No, that it was actually really exciting. Obviously, Callie came down and we offered to, you know, host her because we're here in Austin, and it was just fun to go to the conference with her and just all the energy and all the enthusiasm there. It was a great group of people, and it was just fun to everybody just seemed to be glowing and happy. And I've been using the product for probably 6 months now, and I've really enjoyed it. And so it just seemed like a natural fit at the end. It was very inspiring, and I just felt like this is a good step for me to take.
Well, we're glad you did. We're so glad that you trusted Callie enough to come and check us out. You saw, everything you saw was real. None of that was put on fake. So thank you for sharing. Did I miss anybody that was there? I think I've got everyone. Okay, so, oh, is Peg on?
You missed me.
I didn't know who Galaxy S9 was. Okay, Peg, tell us.
That's probably me because I didn't get to the computer.
No worries.
I think one of the biggest impacts was I like the name change to Partners versus telling someone you get to be a dealer.
Yeah.
I mean, that was much more comfortable. I like the athletic panel that we had with all the professional athletes. I am married to a coach, so I am in that world, and I think it will be powerful to share with a lot of people. I like the new step in the compensation plan.
Yes.
That shortens the journey a little. The Tower Garden is awesome, and I cannot wait to get another, and you know how many we have. And then Shelley Mackey was definitely the highlight for me. There's a lot of good in all of it, but she just reinforced it's okay to be you and just keep going and forget what everybody else is thinking.
Exactly.
But the timeline is not so important. So I thought she was just inspirational.
Very much so. Yay. Okay. So let me just hit a few highlights of what's changing, and then I'm going to share my screen and show you all, especially if you weren't at conference, where you can get the specifics about all the things that are coming. So you've heard a lot about Tower Garden. We have a new version that's called Tower Garden Home. It's smaller, it has lights attached, it has wheels attached, and it's designed to be in the home. And you can also make it smaller even yet, and it's a more compact one to take if you do shows and things. So it's like a display tower as well. So you can learn about that. Basically, all of these changes came about because the company realized that our compensation plan, which that's what we're calling it now, not a marketing plan, is too complicated. And people couldn't figure out what PVC really was, and all the pricing was just these, you know, odd price, 71.25, you know, a month for this and 24.50 for that. And they said it was just all too complicated. So you all know that the pricing is changing in 2020, and they really went into why that is. And I can attest the fact that in the 20 years I've been in this business, this is only the third price increase that we've had. And when you look at how much the price of fruits and vegetables have gone up, it's crazy. And they even did like a comparison of the fruits and vegetables that are in Juice Plus and the amount that they've gone up. And truly, the trio of capsules, which is going up to $300 to be full price, really should be $365 if you look at the cost increase of all of those fruits and vegetables that are in there. So everything that they've done, all these changes are in an attempt to simplify things. And they've simplified the pricing by making them even numbers and including the shipping costs are in that price, and there's no more installment fees. It's the same price whether you pay in full or whether you're going to spread it out over 4 months. It is one price. The trio is $100. The fruits are $100. The veggies are $100. The berries are $100. So the trio is $300. And you can get online, and I'll show you where you'll get all that information about the new pricing, but that starts in January. So that's the first change. Then the compensation plan, they have simplified that in so many ways, but the main thing somebody already mentioned is that we're done with PVC, because PVC was this bizarre number that no one really understood or was stood for. So instead, the price of the product is what we call the, oh golly, now I have to find my notes. The price is
the points.
Yeah, but they're not calling it points, but they're calling it, oh shoot. Is the pay all inclusive?
Is it product volume?
Product volume, that's it. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. So instead of PVC, it's just PV, product volume. So the product volume of the trio is $300. The product volume is $300. And our sales profit, not retail profit, because they're totally getting rid of wholesale, okay? The retail profit is just a straight 10% of the price for all the Juice Plus products. Little different for the Tower Garden products because there's so much. You're going to take half of the cost of the Tower Garden product, and that's our product volume. And 10% of that is what you get as a retail profit, okay? Simple, everything. Retail sales profit now is 10%. The other thing that has changed are the commission structures. Right now we have 6, 14, and 22%. That's changing to 5, 10, and 15%. And everybody went, ah! Even us NMDs, when we heard about this last spring, went, what? From 6 to 5? That sounds like less, but what they explained is it's 5% of the total cost, not 5% of this PVC number. So even though the percentage is smaller, it's a smaller, they even had this graphic of a pie. It's a smaller piece, but of a bigger pie. So it's actually worth more money to us. So sales profit is 10% that we all get on all of our sales. Commissions that you qualify for during those same steps are now 5, 10, and 15%. Very simple. And then the marketing plan itself, as somebody mentioned, we've changed the names of the steps. So now, first step is partner instead of dealer. Love that much better. Former DD will be partner plus. VF turns into qualifying sales coordinator. Sales coordinator, that stays the same. And then, hallelujah, how many of you have been stuck at sales coordinator forever? Me, when I was there. And they've realized that that has been like this stopping point for so many people, and that leap from sales coordinator to senior sales coordinator was just like jumping over the Grand Canyon. So they've put a bridge in the middle, and it's qualifying senior sales coordinator. Hallelujah. And so there's a place that you can leap over and start into what they call the leadership track. Those first sections are the fast track. So that's partner, partner plus, qualifying sales coordinator, sales coordinator. Then we get into qualifying senior sales coordinator, qualifying national marketing director, that's the same, national marketing director, and then there's actually 4 levels above national marketing director, which is international marketing director, executive marketing director, presidential marketing director, and presidential plus marketing director. So we've got some new positions, we've got a lot of new terminology to learn. And the cool thing is they have standardized what we used to call bonuses, now we're calling them title rewards at each level. So partner gets a $50 reward and a conference ticket. Qualifying sales coordinator, the old VF, still $300. Sales coordinator, $600. Qualifying senior sales coordinator, that new position, $1,000 bonus for hitting that, and you get to go to the leadership school, which is the Brave Leaders program. And for the first time, you get to qualify for that bib bonus that usually started at senior sales coordinator. So that's really exciting. Senior sales coordinator, $2,500 bonus for reaching that. QNMD, $5,000 bonus for reaching that. NMD, $10,000 bonus for reaching that. And then it goes up from there, you guys. This is the crazy part. International Marketing Director, $15,000 bonus. Not, I shouldn't say bonus, title reward. This is all on top of the paycheck that you're getting, right? The retail profit and the commissions. Executive Marketing Director, $20,000 title reward. Presidential Marketing Director, $30,000 title reward. Or that's presidential plus. So it's $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, and $30,000. And when they add all that up, this is the new stair step that they handed out, but it says right up here in the corner, all of those titles, if somebody started brand new and worked all the way up and got all those title rewards, $109,450 just in title rewards for moving up the marketing plan. Blow your mind. So those are the position titles. So what I want to do here is you have all kinds of resources